going to do are some very simple but very effective stretches to increase your flexibility. Mage told me that there was a study he just read about that said if people did 15 minutes of stretching before they went to bed, that they're going to have a better night's sleep. Not only is that a great thing, but also at the end of the day, when you're warmed up, is a perfect time to stretch versus getting up in the morning when you're stiff and lying and jumping out of bed and trying to stretch stiff muscles. So at the end of the day, to do some of these stretches will be really simple and beneficial. I'm going to use a stretch strap. This is just a stretch strap, but you could use a bathrobe tie or a resistance band, whatever you have. It doesn't matter. I'm going to lie down now and I'm going to take you through these stretches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stretch strap and I'm just going to place it on my back foot. And I'm just going to pull that leg to the point of tightness, stretching my hamstring. If you need to have your knee slightly bent, that's fine. You want to stretch your leg to the point of tightness, not pain. And it's a great thing to hold a stretch for, let's say, 10 to 20 seconds. Now, circular motions loosen the hip, loosens the joints. So I'm doing circular motions, assisting with a strap. Let's say 8 repetitions one way, and then we're going to do 8 repetitions the other way. While we're here, we can stop, we can point and flex to loosen up the ankle. Just point and flex. If you pull down on the band, you're going to get some resistance there, working the shin and the calf. And then you can make your foot go side to side. These are the movements of the ankle joint. Now I'm going to take my strap and I'm going to open up my leg out to the side as far as comfortable, keeping both of my hips and my shoulders down on the ground. Feeling that inner thigh stretch. You can inhale, exhale, bring that leg up, slightly bend the knee and pull it across, over, and then a little bit up. You're going to get a huge stretch through your hip, your hamstring, your glutes. Really important stretch, especially if you have back problems. Come back to the center. I'll take the strap off and I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Pulling my leg to the point of tightness and holding for those 10 to 20 seconds. And then I'm going to add those circles from the hip, loosening the hip joint, and then reverse them. Remember I said 8 in each direction. Then we can do pointing and flexion. You could do this 20 times, feet going side to side 10 times. Opening the leg out to the side, keeping your hips flat. Inner thigh stretch, holding it there. I'm going to go a little faster just so I can show you more stretches. Take the leg up and over and getting a big stretch through the hip and the glutes and pull up on the strap towards the wall over your head to increase that stretch. Then I'm going to take it off and I'm just going to place my ankle on top of my opposite knee. With this hand, I'm going to push the knee away. And I'm going to put my other hand on my hip, that's opposite hip, to make sure that it's not lifting and rotating, that it's on the floor. As I push away, you're going to feel a huge stretch through the glute. That's your piriformis muscle that sits on top of the sciatic nerve. This is a really important stretch because you want to loosen up that muscle. You can cross the knees tightly and pull them both in, and you're going to feel a deeper stretch where the hamstring inserts into the buttocks. And come down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, pushing that knee away from me, keeping my opposite hip down on the ground. And then crossing the knees tightly and pulling them in, deep stretch deep into my buttocks. And the last stretch I'm going to give you is your feet are about hip distance apart. You can have your arms out to the side. You feel a stretch for the chest. And just drop both knees over to one side and look to the opposite direction. You're going to get a big stretch through the top thigh and also through your lower back and hip. And then you're going to bring them up and over to the other side. Once again, you can repeat this stretch 2 to 4 times because each time you do, your range of motion will increase. Then come to your side to sit up. Make sure you're not dizzy before you get up. So those are a series of stretches that you can do. And next time, maybe we'll do a series of standing stretches. We haven't done a lot of flexibility work, but it is one of the major components of fitness.